tweaking R&B.
Speaking of splits, right? Because it's something else I sent y'all. What's the white country nigga? I can't think of his name, but he was talking about. He was talking about OG white nigga, right? Who was talking about these writer rooms. Remember, he was like, "Yo, I just get on the boat and I come up with my song by myself." He was talking. I'm gonna find it. I gotta find the clip.
Was it Hank Aaron?
Nigga, the baseball player.
That's funny as shit.
Something. No, I think his name is Hank.
Yeah, but not Hank Aaron,
Hank.
nigga.
Okay, I think it's Hank though. Something Hank.
I remember you sending something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of what his name is.
You thought he said it was bad? What he said was bad?
No.
So yeah, put it in context though.
So in context, he was saying they were asking him about pretty much like sessions.
Yeah.
Writer sessions.
Like how you write your songs.
And writer rooms and writers camps and that type of stuff. And he was like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Yeah.
I go on a boat by myself and I'm thinking, and he starts singing a hook.
Nigga said while he was fishing.
While I'm fishing. And what's y'all thoughts on that? Because it also gets into the splits and all the rest of this stuff when it's so many different people in that room. Are y'all with the collaboration?
I mean, I understand both. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was asking Diane Warren, I'm like, yo, because Felicia at the time, she like, wait a second. So we working on a Kosine EP. You know Diane Warren, and you're not going to tap her shoulder to be a part of your project. So we pull up on her. I'm like, Diane, you want to write with me? And she basically gave me that, what the fuck is that energy?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even begin to know how to collaborate with somebody. That's not what I do.
That's what he said.
You know what I mean?
The vision of my song is mine.
And so she broke out a guitar, sang me the song, and I recorded the song on my phone. And that's how I got a Diane Warren song. Pulled out her guitar and sang it there. Slid the lyrics, printed the lyrics out first, slid the lyrics over, looked at them, sang the song down. So that's one way. And this is the beautiful part about music, because the one rule in music is that there are no rules. You know what I'm saying? So you can be 100%er or you can be a collaborator. Right. But even collaboration, you have to know how to kill your ego in the room, because the best line wins. You know what I'm saying?
I've been a part of both of it. And I think there's genius in both of them. But I also think that the whole 5, 6, 7, 8 niggas in the room, it could get watered down. And a lot of times there are niggas that get part
That's too many people.
There are niggas that get part of the song that really didn't do nothing.
That's too many people.
The 2%ers out there, you know who you are, 2%ers. And then they're walking around like they wrote Yeah, or like they wrote whatever this record is that they really didn't do anything in. They were just in the room. That's the bullshit part of it.
Yep. Because when people come to your studio and they see the plaque on the wall, that plaque doesn't show the splits.
Right.
But my thing is that if you're a part of it and you were a part of the creation in any form or fashion, you deserve that plaque too.
Maybe.
I said if you were a part of it, not if you were just sitting there. I'm saying if you were actually a part of it, even if you had 2 or 3 words, you're still a part of it.
You're a part of it, but niggas would have wrote the 2 or 3 words
without you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jay.
You never know.
And there's a lot of these niggas that have these, all they say is connectors, like the, was, it. Like, come on, man.
But for some reason, they continue to be in the room. So whatever they're doing.
Well, yeah, Jay, because they're gassing niggas and told them that they wrote Yeah or those big records when they really didn't. So niggas let you in the room. And then you did the same thing again again.
Why you keep using Yeah as the example, man?
It's a big record.
But it's like, is that, are you talking about anybody?
No, not at all.
Okay, just throwing it out there.
No, because for me, though, I just look at it like lightning in a bottle is lightning in a bottle. Right? And one person being there or not being there can't change that.
That's true.
And if we get lightning in a bottle, we should all get the spoils of the victory. That's how I just look at it. Now, however the split is cut up, that's a whole nother conversation. But if we're all there or we all play some part in this song,
I understand where you're coming from.
I think you got to eat.
I understand where you're coming from the space of...
And I've never been a 2-word guy, ever.
No, I understand where you're coming from in the space of even like energy, right? Like sometimes somebody in the room
can
like
fuck up the energy.
Can fuck up the energy
or get this shit cracking.
So I'll give you my first multi-platinum Justin Bieber hit where I co-wrote, right? Jackie Boy say, yo, we gotta work on Sean Kingston with Benny Blanco. We're burned out on ideas, coach. Just come right with us. I'm like, yo, I'm a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got Benny, why would I come? They like, nigga, because even if we can't think of nothing, we know we gonna laugh and have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Because you. All right, I pull up.
So they invited you for your energy.
Invited me for the energy. Now it's Sean Kingston. Y'all just gave me my flowers on the Jamaican shit. I'm in there. She's indecisive. Look in my eyes. That shit turned into fucking eeny meeny. Sean Kingston, Justin Bieber.
Right.
Goddamn, however many gazillion times platinum.
Yeah.
You know, and the homies really just invited me on some friend brotherhood shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They lost their mom. I lost my mom. We worked early. And so, to your point, I understand where you coming from as far as like, and I definitely wasn't no 2-word nigga in the room, but I understand where you coming from as far as if we got lightning in the bottle.
That song maybe don't happen that way.
For sure.
Without
the
Caribbean.
Yeah.
You had to be in the room, right? And I just, for me, bro, I just see life and business from all sides, right? And I try to figure it out to make it make sense of like, all right, well, you know, because I've had discrepancies with songs and maybe somebody didn't do as much or wasn't a part of it, but I'm like, somehow this all made sense. And now we got this piece of work, whatever this may be, right? Let's figure it out.
That's why I speak on catalog, because, all right, cool. You start looking at the writing on the wall. Okay, you got these records with these people, but when do you ever have a record that match up like that where you didn't have
those people?
You see what I'm saying? And the catalog will start to talk and tell you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
What's to it for real?
Yeah.
I think too, though, I think that also boils down to who you invite to the room, right? And what their gifts are. Like, some people are wordsmiths. Other people are melody guys. You know what I mean? Like, and I think if a guy is not either one of those, then why is he in the room?
Right. Yep.
Coach said energy.
Yeah.
Because every writer don't got energy either.
That's true.
Well, I would say this.
That's true.
I done ran into some shit inviting people to the room that wasn't supposed to be in the room.
Right. There's a flip side to it.
Somebody might call and be like, yo, you know, we want you. And then I'm Coach was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh man, why don't you come? And then that fucks up some shit.
They don't know how to be in the room.
Listen, if I call you, don't ever bring nobody.
I know.
Yeah.
This week in R&B.